Our girls team won the Excellence Award last week in the Vex Competition held at Lovejoy High School. It is the Golden Buzzer that is an instant ticket to state.
The Excellence Award is the top of all the awards. It's bigger than even the tournament champion, because the Excellence Award takes into account your engineering notebook, your interview, the robot itself, not just the performance of the robot in the competition.
I was a virtual student, and then I helped document and the notebook. I also helped build the chassis at the lab.
A D-score bot is basically a bot that goes around and D-scores the balls from the goals.
I mainly helped with the building, and then I was also the main documenter for our engineering notebook. Just describing the process of how we built it. We're doing a daily log, so writing down what we did that day and showing pictures of our progress. We got input from others around the room and some of the high schoolers, and then we basically everyone had their own idea, and we sort of tried to combine it, like all aspects, into one.
I'm the driver and coder. So the driver is the person who, on the competition day, you're the person driving the robot around, and then the coder is, there's an autonomous 15 seconds autonomous section before you drive, and you have to write code for that, and so I did all of that. You feel very prideful, and working with the boys, it's actually not that hard. I mean, they just do their own thing.
7th grade STEM teacher Sylvia Woods says that she just got word that another one of her teams has been invited to state.
If you get the Excellence Award, that means that your whole robotics package was top-notch, and it sets them up for other ways of winning when they go to state.
I am one of the main builders as well as the team captain of the team and the main person who works on the designer notebook, or second main person actually. We made a Snail Bot. It is like the girls team's D-score bot, but it has a large tower on the top that can take balls and it cycles through them through the top, and then it has a hood that has a ball and it shoots it out like that.
I coded the auton and what the controller does, and I also had to code the skills.
I am the main driver and also not the main builder, but I'm also like a secondary builder. Out of all the people in our group, I get the most driving practice and the most experience, and that I'm most of the time the one who will drive at competitions and skills runs and things like that. It's a great accomplishment, but it's not done by only one person. It's teamwork. It's not just the driver, but it's also the coder and the builders and everything like that, and it's just like how teams need to work together.
I help out with the building when people need it, but then I also work a lot on the autonomous code, which is the code that it drives the robot without a driver. So it's basically the robot doing its own thing. I just really like that you can just do a small part of something, and it may not seem like a lot, but then once you put it all together, it's collectively a great achievement.
And that's not all. Our STEM8 students helped our media class, and we realized one of the parts we used for our microphones broke.
So I went to order a shoe mount for this receiver, and then when I went online to order it, I found out it was completely discontinued. So I was really out of luck and didn't know what we were going to do.
Smith says they were really in a bind and remembered that a couple years ago, students used a 3D printer to make a replacement part for a seat in the school cafeteria.
Then I remembered we did a story a couple years ago, and we got Mr. Crocker's STEM 8 classes and Coach Quinton to go and get the piece of a chair that broke in the lunchroom cafeteria, and they end up making a replica, and it actually worked.
Miss Smith came to me and said that they had a part break that was being discontinued, and said, "Hey, Mr. Crocker, you have a 3D printer. Can you help me?" It was a lot of measuring. So I used a ruler and a caliper, which is like a very precise measuring tool, to look at the broken part. Okay, so this is the program that the 3D printer runs. And so I took the file from making it, used a 3D design program that I teach in STEM 8 called Autodesk Inventor to create a kind of a rough design of it, and then use the measurements that I took to kind of finalize it and test it out.
For WSMS News, I'm Chloe Smith.